What is happening, people? Hope y'all can hear me. It's been a long time since I did a show, and by a long time I mean exactly 1 week, which is a long time for us. See, we just now coming on. So, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Politics. Drop my notes. Um, the world is so ridiculous right now. Uh, we can talk about the stuff I wanted to talk about. We can talk about, you know, some educational stuff, I suppose. You know, or we can talk about Kanye West running for president, allegedly. Him allegedly picking Joel Osteen, the super pastor, super church pastor, um, as his vice president or his running mate. Um, yeah, Erica said it. Erica said it right, 110%. That she said we are living in the twilight zone, which is like a complete understatement at this point. Like I don't even understand what's going on. Um, what did I say earlier? I said that, or Angel said earlier that we're living in a movie, and I'm like, yeah, but it's like the Wayne brothers movie. Like it's a spoof. It's a spoof of real life. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing that's happening this year is real. Like it can't be a real thing. Uh, how can anything that happened this year be real? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. So yeah, I don't know. It's up to y'all. We can talk about that. I just wanted to talk about the since Angela asked. Um, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to talk to talk about the electoral college and how a lot of people don't think it makes sense. Uh, how I feel like it don't make sense. Where did it come from? And do your actual votes, like when you go to the booth in November, do they actually count towards selecting the president? Because if your answer was no, then you're right. Your votes don't go directly to selecting the president, believe it or not. So it kind of give light to people who always say like, uh, you know, my votes don't count anyway. You know, what I'm saying voting does nothing. I don't know if I'll go that far, but your votes don't count towards the president. I say that much. So it's as ridiculous as the Kanye stuff is. It's entirely up to you guys. Entirely up to you guys. Um, so let me see. Angel said, soon to be president of the United States would be like American Idol or a reality show. If they did, at least votes would be counted, I suppose. Um, access to voting would be like more accessible to more people. So that'd be the good thing. That's the one positive thing to take from that, I suppose. Erica said he's trying to split the vote. Angel said exactly. Yeah, he is. Um, like that's literally all it is. Like what else could it be? Um, Angel said it's just important to make sure people understand why they won't. To understand why they won't want to vote for Kanye. Uh, well, Well, first off, he hasn't filed any paperwork, and I mean like zero paperwork as far as being on the ballot in certain states. It's too late for him to register as an independent across the country. So at the most, I want to say it was like 12 or 13 states, I think, that he'll actually be on the ballot. Um, this is America, though. You can always write in whoever you want to. Uh, it's no like, there's no way Kanye West is going to win. Like, it's just impossible. It's a real live impossible thing. And like you guys said in the comments, all he's trying to do is separate the votes. All he's trying to do is um, split the young vote, trying to split the black vote. You know what I'm saying? Where black people who don't know nothing about politics just know, oh, black guy's running or Kanye West is running. I know Kanye West. I'll vote for Kanye West. Or the young people that's like, oh, Kanye West made Yeezys and he got this weird clothing line. I like it, so I'm gonna vote for him. But stuff that has nothing, I mean, absolutely nothing to do with politics, like nothing at all. It's so annoying for people to do this. What happened to Kanye, man? Like, what happened to this dude? What happened to this guy, man? What happened to Kanye West? Like, I really don't understand it, man. Andrew said, if Trump paid him, what if Trump paid him to do it? Like, I can see that. So not only can I see that, period, but notice somebody that stay on Twitter most of his time, Donald Trump, haven't said not one thing, one word at all about Kanye West, who's his best friend, his best black friend or whatever, running for president. Like, haven't said nothing. Like, trying to actively ignore it as if it is a ploy of some sort. So I definitely wouldn't be surprised if Trump told him to run or paid him to run or just to announce it. Like I said, he haven't turned in no paperwork. So as of right now, I can say the same thing. I can do as much work as he's done right now. Is I'm running for president of the United States 2020. Byron's gonna be my vice president. It's time to flip the vision for 2020. That's all Kanye did, and I can do that right now. I just did. Like, so, make sure y'all trend that I'm running for president because that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? It just don't fucking make sense, man. So annoying. Like, what the fuck happened to Kanye, man? Like, I know this politics, but I can have a whole show on what happened to Kanye West, man. Like, what the fuck? Erica said, sorry, y'all. This is depressing, man. I used to be like a real fan, like a real live fan. Like, now I can't listen to any of his music, old or new. Like, it's just weird. Erica said, it's a huge possibility that he paid him for sure. Angel said, she said, I mean, Kanye wore the MAGA hat. He swore by it. He defended it for life. He said slavery was a fucking choice. Then he stopped wearing it and opened up a church. Now he was the church guy, the gospel guy, the guy that said I made a mistake, the guy that broke down crying like, I was out of my element. I had some mental stuff going on, going back to my old team. I'm going back to Chicago, and I'm gonna make good music with the people who was around me when I first started, this and that. And now he's back. This is ridiculous. Erica said he has a lot of paid black folks on his roster, tons of them. None bigger than those two black ladies. I think one of them name is Diamond. I don't know the other one, but no bigger coons I ever seen in my entire life. And I don't even say that word, but they're the definition. Like, it's crazy. Angela said super publicity stunt. She said I don't get it. Angela said, imagine if we went from Barack to the second black president as Kanye. Like, if you said this in 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, like, I'm all for it. Kanye for president in the early 2000s or the mid 2000s, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. But in 2020, like no way. I just don't, and not even on the Democrat or Republican side or whatever. But like this nigga's a music, like he's a musician. Like that's it. Like that's it. He does music. As ridiculous as it would sound, Kim Kardashian is probably more qualified because she's a lawyer, even though by a technicality she's an actual lawyer, defense attorney or something. So she's like more qualified. Like so, it's just so annoying, man. So annoying. Erica said politics has become a joke, and it shouldn't be right now with the pandemic at hand. You're absolutely right. From Trump announcing when he started running until this very moment has been like politics has been one fucking joke, like one big ass um, game in every aspect. Like every aspect you can think of has been turned into a game or a joke. From the time he got in, from the time he announced him running to not even all the scandals and stuff, but just the way he would talk about people, the way he would talk about dragging people out and beating them up and all this shit, like all the way through, man. You know what I'm saying? All the way through, man. It's just one big ass game. Like it's kind of it's kind of like the most insane thing I've ever seen um, in my life. Like in every aspect, not just politically. Like just a crazy. This is crazy. Like Kanye West is running for the guy who has complete control of our military and is also able to launch like nuclear missiles. Kanye West. Erica said he said Joel Osteen would be his vice president. Which like did he accept? Like I seen a picture of him on stage. I don't know if it's an old picture or what. Like I don't know if he accepted or not, but if he did, Joel Osteen is a officially an idiot too. I mean, you already got all that flack for not opening the church when they was like flooding down in Texas or whatever, wherever his church is. I thought it was Texas. Um, if he accepted, he's even more of an idiot than Kanye West, and I'll have no problem saying it to his face. Erica said Kanye has mental issues. First Lady Kim Kardashian could be the first lady. That's crazy. I mean, like it won't happen, but like it's crazy to even have that as a thought. It's ridiculous. Andrew said, "I'd rather her be president. She's way more qualified." Erica said, "Yeah, grab her by the pussy." Yeah, that like from the very beginning, since he been running, man, it's been one big running joke. I don't know how much I paid attention a little while ago to the politics, but when he nominated Brett Kavanaugh for the Supreme Court justice, and like this nigga was just up there yelling about how much he liked beer and like Congress, like he was getting questioned by Congress, and he just kept up there yelling about how he liked beer, how he liked beer in college, how he still likes beer, how everybody likes beer. I'll have a beer from every once in a while. Um, uh, she liked beer, so she don't remember what happened. Like it's just been one fucking joke, man. Like one giant joke about shit that ain't funny. Like y'all ever been with a like a niece or a nephew or a little cousin or something that's like 11 or something, 11 or 12, where they think they super funny, but they be super corny. And like, but you gotta laugh to go along with them because you don't want to hurt their feelings. Like everything they say, like, yeah, that was not funny at all. Like that's what it's been. That's really what it's been for ever since he announced, man. I can't believe this. Kanye, Kanye West, man. Angel said, "Did you guys watch Kanye on TV when Joe has him on as a guest?" I didn't watch it. I didn't see a video. I did see a picture of him standing side by side and that's when they were talking about that. Kanye asked him to be his vice president or whatever. But like I said, I don't know if Joel Osteen accepted. If he did, he a fucking clown too. And I said to his face today. Andrew said Kanye hushed the crowd, said he couldn't think. He made them be silent. It's a weirdo, man. Like a weirdo, not in the sense of making fun of people with mental illness, but he's just a fucking weirdo, man. Just a weirdo. Like I don't understand. Erica said, I feel like the world's going crazy. Me too, Erica. I promise you. Andrew said, it's making me crazy. I'm praying more and more. Now is a great time to pick up prayer. If you don't, then you should pick it up. If you do, then double down because the world is fucking insane, man. Erica said, I'm telling you, it feels like we're living in a movie. She said, I'm waiting, I'm waiting for someone to yell cut. Yeah, like I don't know. I'll say this for another show next week or something. But Erica, I'm with you, man. Like every, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so every president except for Barack, as far as I know, every president going into like the election, they got like little scandals of some sort that they got to go through. You know what I'm saying? Like Barack had the pastor or something that was saying like "God damn America" or something like that. Like not God bless America, but God damn America or something like that. That's like the height I can think about Barack. Donald Trump got all the sexual assault allegations, um, the Russian interference, the Ukraine, the shit he got impeached for. We got Joe Biden with all this racist shit he said in the past. Um, one of the reasons why it was like a blockade back in the 80s and 90s, you know what I'm saying, with stuff about jail and stuff like that. Like Biden had a big part to do with that. Kanye West is running for president. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a plague outside. Um, what else? Like murder hornets. So it was a real live UFO this year. What else, man? Like this has to be a movie, man. Like I want my Screen Actors Guild check ASAP. I want that money now. Erica said, I've been praying every day. Ma, thanks for joining us. I'm sure she'd be praying every day too. Andrew said, can we please have someone else? Who, Angel? Like at this point, like I said, just like Kanye, if somebody else wanted to run right now, it's too late to get on the ballot in every state. I want to say it's 14 states you can still get on the ballot on. And the rest, or your votes had to be write-ins or whatever. But that's it. Like, the election is like right there. It's like 4 months away. So like, it's kind of too late. It's kind of too late to kind of jump in there now. Erica said Biden 2020. I'm still with you. This is still feels like I don't want to say the lesser of two evils because all the stuff that Biden had was like stuff that was really, really long time ago. Stuff he has apologized for. The you ain't black thing was kind of fucking weird. Like I wish he'd just shut up sometimes. But other than that, all the super racist stuff he said in Congress was stuff he had apologized for. Stuff he said a long time ago, as in like the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, stuff he apologized for. So I guess that's better. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's better than Donald Trump saying stuff every single day, saying racist stuff or anti whatever stuff every single day. So it's just so crazy. This is so crazy. So, Erica, long story short, I'm with you still. Biden 2020. And hopefully, like I said, for you guys that didn't see my episode on ranked choice voting, I feel like that's a great system. I don't know how to get that on the ballot. Even here for Ohio, to make it a national thing, I'm sure there had to be a national vote to get it on there. But even locally, I think it's just a much, much better option. You're not sure what I'm talking about, go back and watch the show or Google it, YouTube it, whatever. But I feel like it's a way better system than what we got now. I'm sorry, it's already up there. I said, we don't need another mental illness president. I agree. And I don't got nothing against people with mental illness or learning disability or any of that. But not like one that don't have it under control. You know what I'm saying? Like clearly Kanye West is a parody of itself. Like clearly he's a person. Like he's not a person right now. You know what I'm saying? So along with the Joel Osteen thing, it also came out he had something talking about um, uh, what was it? How he like keep be careful around Hollywood and these Hollywood elites and keep your kids out of Hollywood and make sure you watch them closely because Hollywood is this and Hollywood is that. Like nigga, like you're on TV. Like your wife is on TV. Your kids are on TV in Hollywood. Like you are the Hollywood elite. Like you are that person that you're telling everybody to watch out for. Like that's why I feel like Kanye is such a crazy person that he don't even realize that the person he's telling everybody to watch out for, to be wary of, to be careful around is him. Like, he's talking about himself. He's talking about the person that he is. Like what it like how is this a real thing? You know what I'm saying? Like man, like Erica said, we got to be in a movie. Like I just feel it's so crazy to me. Like I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't get it. Elon Musk was the first person to say, "Hey, I support you, Kanye. You got my vote." And I see all these black people, younger black people, online talking about, all these older black people and stuff, so wrapped up in voting for Joe Biden because of the Barack Obama connection, or just saying you should vote for Joe Biden, regardless of the racist stuff he said in the past. And it's like, what are your options though? That's my biggest thing when it comes to politics is so you might not agree with you're not going to agree with everything everybody says. But like, what are your options? And I hate the lesser of two evil things, but so, that's what it comes down to sometimes. So what are your options? You're gonna go with the guy that what I'm saying that make gaffes, I guess, often said some racist stuff in his past. And by the way, anybody that's seen the video about the white guy with the MAGA hat talking about, oh, you still voting for Joe? Then he played this whole reel about Joe Biden saying like racist stuff or whatever. Make sure y'all go watch like the full video clips of each one of those segments that he put in there, because most of it is taken out of context. Like I said, he did and said some wild stuff in regards to prison reform. Like he was all for the 3 strikes rule, which is kind of fucked up. He was about not busting in kids to richer neighborhoods to go to better schools and stuff. Like he was against that. Like he didn't did some questionable stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this dude is perfect, but you telling me that Joe Biden is not better than Donald Trump right now? Is that what you're telling me? Young people on Twitter, not the people that's in here. I'm sure y'all think similar to how I do. Are y'all telling me that Joe Biden wouldn't be a better president, a better option for a pandemic right now, like than a fucking reality television person? Are y'all kidding me? This is all I do all day is try to convince younger black people to consider your options. Just in life, you know what I'm saying? Not just with politics, just in everything. Sometimes you get to a crossroad in life and you're like, damn, I got to make a decision. I can go left or I can go right. And you're like, well, neither one of them is the best option. Like, the best option for me, neither one of these options fit, but I got to make a choice. I can't just stand here. I got to make a choice. So which choice are you going to make? Like, you're going to take the like, so like, just consider the options, man. Like, just be a normal person and consider your options. But you got to pick one. Kanye West is not a valid. Isn't he? Like I said, to this point, I'm not even gonna get up in arms overboard about Kanye because he hasn't even filed paperwork. Uh, even though even him announcing it is just fodder. That's all it is, just fodder. Um, these people are just so the world. This country is just so crazy to me, man. Like, just when I think it can't get any wilder, uh, it just keeps going, man. I think you can't get no more racist. I think you can't get no more, um, blatantly obvious of shit not being equal. But no, like clearly, it just get more and more. Like, it's just more and more, man. Anyway, Erica said that's something crazy to say. I promise you, he said it. Kanye is an idiot, man. Angel said, you just said it for a pandemic alone. Erica said, convince all people. I do. The white people, though, it's just the racist white people is more of like just calling them out for being bad people, I suppose. The younger black people, I feel like I can kind of speak their language and at least tell them, like, hey, if you don't want to say my word for it, here's some resources. Like, go to this video, go look up this article. Like, this is valid stuff. Like, it's not just like internet stuff that I'm saying. Like, you can really go research the stuff I'm saying. Erica said, as grown people considering voting, yes, like real grown people, man. I don't mean like 18. I mean like actual grown people my age, 25, 28, you know what I'm saying, 30. Like, it's real live grown people that's considering voting for Kanye West. Now, are they really considering? I don't know. Could it just be like something cool to say online, like, oh, I'm voting for Kanye? Maybe. But some of them got to be serious, and I can't believe that. Like, as a real live adult, if you say I'm not voting, I don't understand that. But you say I'm voting for Kanye West, like, you just a fool. Like, you're a real fool in the flesh. Real life grown people are talking about voting for a rapper. I just can't believe it, man. Mine said the president does not have a hold of this pandemic. It's getting worse. Yes, it's to the point now where uh, the lead infectious disease doctor, Anthony Fauci, like, the White House is currently blocking, as the numbers start to explode, the White House is currently blocking him from even being interviewed. Um, I want to say 4 different networks. I want to say it was like ABC, CNBC, uh, CNN, and I don't know. It's another network I'm forgetting. But they say over the last week and a half, they've been trying to request him for like an interview, like request him to come into the podium so they can ask questions. And they've all been denied for the past week and a half. Like, so the White House is now to the point where they're even blocking doctors from speaking out on what's going on with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the craziest situation. Like I said, every time I think that this country can't get any worse as a country, like, you know what I'm saying, just overall as a country, like, just more shit is added and more is added. Like, I can't wait for the movie 2020. Like, you know what I'm saying? like this year that came out the movie. I think it might be 1912 or 1918 or something like that. I think it was about the World War. I've seen parts of it, but it was about World War One. Which is like what was going on during that time. Like I can't wait for the 2020 movie. Because it might be one of the most entertaining and depressing things all at the same time. Angel, yeah, I had to jump around because grown people. Erica said, "It's sad. We will probably be back in quarantine. Yep, we sure will. I want to say, I predicted this. You can go back and watch a old episode of Politics. I said by election time. So that's let's say late October, early November. We'll be back in lockdown, and there'll be a whole other thing again about how people are going to vote. It'll be a whole bunch of things again about the executive office blocking people from voting by mail. People are not going to want to go out and potentially risk getting infected. So people won't vote. And then the people that do vote will be the Trump voters and supporters who don't give a fuck about masks. And they'll just go out there and do it and they'll die. But Trump will get a second term. While the smart people is in the house being healthy, but they can't vote by mail. Like it'll be a whole thing. And Trump will win a second election, a second term. Or the same thing play out. Trump loses and he says that the vote by mail thing was a fraud. Then there'd be a whole thing where they had to go to the Supreme Court again. So I actually I make a ruling, just how they had to do with George Bush and Al Gore in 2000, where they actually had to say like, all right, well, this is the final shit. Like George Bush win. The Supreme Court right now is 4-3 Republicans. So of course he'll get in. He'll get elected, and then that'll just be it. He'll be in for a second term again, no matter what. So yeah, I'm calling shenanigans on all of 2012. 2012. All of 2020, man. It's one giant movie. So if we got any writers or anything listening, go ahead and start writing the script. Put me in the movie officially. But I want my check for this one as well. Erica said Trump did not expect to do real work at work. He just wanted the power. This has been Donald Trump's life. His entire life. Like he didn't want to go do his own thing. Like so he just followed in his dad's footsteps. He took over the family business. You know what I'm saying? He started some shit. It flamed out, and instead of him sticking with it and trying to make it right and doing the right thing by the people, just dropping. Oh, that's that. I don't want nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trump University not real. All the paperwork is in there. Oh, I don't want nothing to do with that. I'll just drop it, and then that just is what it is. This casino? Oh no. I just want my name on the building. I know I actually had to do some work behind it. I actually got to manage this. Oh no, I don't want nothing to do with that. I got married to you. You want me to actually be a husband and I cheat on you? Oh no, I ain't signed up for this. I just wanted the ceremony. I wanted the party. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Donald Trump his entire life, and the only problem is he didn't quit on this one like I was hoping he would on every fucking thing else. But when that stock market crashed, it was the closest thing to him going bankrupt, and somehow he made it through, unlike every other time. So, what are you gonna do, man? Erica said he's he's not trying to be the president for real. This is my last thing I'm gonna get out of y'all here. If y'all ever go to YouTube or whatever and search, I don't even know what it would be called, but search like Donald Trump reaction election night or something. Like, so everybody around him is like cheering and oh, we won. And he's sitting there stone faced, like looking at the camera, and like he's just looking like you could tell on his face, like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what did I just do? Like, really, what just happened? Like, what just happened, man? That's his face. So go watch that. It's good for a good laugh, I suppose. If only we knew how real it would get. All right, man. So I'm gonna get out of here. My 36 minutes is up. Thanks for joining me as always. I appreciate y'all. Y'all want to talk about the electoral college next week? We can. Um, I'll save it here as stuff that didn't get done, and then I'll also look for some other stuff to talk about. Hopefully, we'll have a normal week. But who am I kidding? It's 2020, so I'm sure we'll be talking about the Geico Gecko running for president next. It's crazy. All right, man. Y'all be safe out there. It's super crazy hot, so make sure you stay hydrated. And we look forward to seeing y'all on Sunday. Of course, we was out last week. Um, be sure to go to our podcast. Search our name. Sorry, Epiphany Media on all your podcast platforms. We got old shows and Epiphany Radio Rewind is back for a couple episodes. They drop every Friday now. Just something super short. I mean, most of them, I think the longest one is maybe 5 minutes or so. So go support that and look out for us as much as possible. Look forward to seeing y'all Sunday. We got some other stuff in the works for y'all, of course. Always trying to get better. We appreciate y'all to no end, man. So salute to the city. Y'all stay safe out there. I'll see y'all Sunday.